Good afternoon. You join me in the sunny Peak District for another product review stroke wild camp. Today I'm in the Edale Valley, a beautiful valley, and it's a very sunny day and a very windy day, and I'm here checking out the Berghaus Cheviot tent. While it's less windy, I thought I'd just quickly talk about the first thing of this tent, which is it's quite heavy. It's 3 kilograms, which is what you're paying for, right? If you're paying less, if you're paying more, sorry, then you're paying for it to be lighter. If you're paying less, then it's going to be heavier. I didn't think I'd feel it that much, but now I'm at the top of this hill, I'm absolutely gassed. So it turns out the extra 500 grams really is a bit of weight, but all in all, it packs down pretty small. I mean, it's all in the bag perfectly fine, just like the MSR, so for £200 less, worth it. Right, I've been trying to find the perfect spot for the last like 20 minutes or so. I found this place first. It's nice and flat here, with this beautiful view out here. And even though it's still a bit windy here, I think I'm going to set up, because I haven't got a lot of time. I don't want to spend loads of time just traipsing around trying to find the perfect spot, because honestly the perfect spot never really exists. Either it will be out of the wind and then you won't have a view, or you'll have an amazing view but you'll be in the wind and you just won't sleep a wink all night. So I'm just going to go for setting up here and show you this tent. So each of the poles goes in one of these bits at the end, and as I do with all my tents, I just take the pegs out, peg it down, and then it's not going anywhere. The poles are colour coded, so you get them in the right places, but it's pretty obvious. You've got 2 straight ones and you've got a bendy one, so there's obviously one odd one out. So I fully set up the tent now. It only took me about 5-6 minutes, which I was really impressed with. It's a really easy setup and it's out of pitch first, so if it was raining, the inside would still be dry, which is a big bonus, something that the MSR doesn't have. The view that I've got, it's pretty insane, pretty nice from inside the tent. And actually there's this massive section here, which I can whack my boots out in, and I feel like I'll probably cook from in here. And it'll be really nice. Overall, really impressed so far. Let's see how it handles the wind overnight. This is the tent from the outside. Looks pretty sturdy actually. I haven't done that guy rope, so it's needed. Bit overkill. It's quite a good compact design. My only main concern at the moment is this bit isn't the most taut and is a little bit flat on top, so if it does rain, I did wonder if it would pull there slightly, but now that I've literally put every single peg in, I'm not too concerned. It's got a good ventilation flap here, which is good. Apart from that, I don't think there's any other ventilation bits. Got this real splayed guy rope sort of design on the front, and then you enter through here, and this is your little sleeping chamber. Seems pretty dark now, which is nice. Sometimes these tents, you know, letting a lot of light, which is a bit rubbish. It's got a black inner, I imagine, to help with that. There we are, just fits. So here we are, that's the full setup. I think one thing to note, especially when we talk about size of this tent, it being a 2-man, I usually expect that there'll be more leg room. Obviously I've got a very wide mat, which is built for comfort, so this is great when I come out by myself, but actually I'm thinking that if there was another person in here, they'd have to have a much smaller mat, something probably like my Robins that I've got that is in some of my earlier videos. I think that'd work better in this sort of space. But actually there's loads of space for one person in here. If you're just coming on a camp by yourself and you're happy to carry the 3 kilograms up, which actually isn't too much. I mean, I got up here in one piece, didn't I? There's loads of space. Loads of space. Something interesting and really useful that I found out recently is that the top of my bag actually unclips, which is really useful because I usually keep all my snacks, food, light, head torch, everything for when I get inside the tent in here. And so now I can just unclip it and move it around rather than it like lolling all over the top of my bag, which is, yeah, really nice. So inside the tent, we've got pockets on both sides. We've also got a hook up here, which I imagine is for a light. It's quite low down, so it's not my favourite location for one. And then we've got hooks up here to hold the door in place. A nice big vestibule just to dump stuff, walking boots and whatnot. And then actually space-wise, there's a lot of space for 2 people in here. My mat is a bit wider and longer than the average. I didn't quite realise what the time was, so there's about an hour of sunlight left. I still got to make dinner. Fortunately, I've brought myself a new camping light, which I think is going to be really good for making dinner with. Sunset is at 8 o'clock now, or 8:15. So we're coming closer and closer to golden hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up the drone, show you a few shots of the tent from above, and also show you this beautiful place that we're in, as always. Got myself some of Huel's hot and savoury, the hoisin noodles. They're actually really good, taste really good, much better than other camping food that I've tried. If you do know about camping food, then let me know, because these are pretty impressive.
with. Well, the wind has changed direction dramatically, and now the side of the tent is really taking a beating. So we'll hope that I'm dry in the morning. Until then, I'll bid you good night.
Just a few final thoughts on the tent. I think the tent is really good. I think I probably will end up giving it away in a future video, which saddens me slightly, because actually I really love the design of this tent. You know, this front kind of vestibule where you look out onto your view is really nice. It stood up really well against the wind and rain, and because it's outer pitch first, you don't have to worry about it raining when you set up, whereas my MSR you would have to. Yeah, I really like the design. I think it's plenty spacious enough for 2 people, and at £100 it's just feels like an absolute bargain, to be honest. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna set down the tent now, show me setting it down. I'm gonna head back down to the van and probably make another cup of coffee, to be honest. Right, I'm back down at the van now. Such a lovely wild camp, really good to get back out again. Hoping to get back out a few times more this summer and autumn, and maybe once or twice in the winter. Might need to upgrade my kit for that a little bit. But yeah, if you've got this far, thank you so much for watching the video, and if you're not subscribed, then please do subscribe and like and comment. Maybe you should comment what tent I should review next, and maybe then I'll buy it and give it away. Who knows?